Good afternoon from Northeast Arkansas. Because Carvana was offering insane prices for vehicles lately, my wife traded in her 2020 Silverado. Well, she sold it. She sold her 2020 Silverado for more money than we paid for it new 9 months ago. And her mother, almost said mother-in-law, my mother-in-law, her mother bought a Kia Soul Turbo recently and she really liked it. So we went looking for one. We tried here in Cavanaugh, Cavanaugh Kia here in Jonesboro, Arkansas, and they treated us good enough to not complain. I have one small complaint. I have nothing really to say either way, about what you would expect. They weren't phenomenal. They weren't great, but they weren't bad, but their price was higher than we eventually found it for. And we got some misinformation from them. And I don't know if it was intentional or not, but I'm going to give them the benefit of the doubt and say it was unintentional or I misunderstood. That is possible, but I don't think I did. I think they just told us wrong. But anyway, that's Cavanaugh. Okay. And we went to Crain, what we called Crain. And Crain Kia of Conway, Arkansas. And was treated horribly, in my opinion. You make the call. But here's the car we were looking at right here. It's a 2021 turbo. The reason she wanted the turbo because it's the only one that has the heads-up display. And this thing was supposed to go 0 to 60 in about 6.5 seconds. But my wife don't care a whole lot about that. She wanted the heads-up display and she wanted the sunroof. And you can get the sunroof in other models, but you cannot get the heads-up display. And I think the heated steering wheel is only available in the turbo version. But to get the absolute top of the line, all the options, you had to get the turbo. And by doing this, even getting the top of the line, we still wiped out $8,000 in debt. Now here is Crain's internet price. I captured the screenshot after all this is over. I did this just a few minutes ago. But this was the same thing it showed the day I called. A little over a week ago. Now look in the lower right hand corner. $27,898. That's the Crain price. The list price, $32,301. Crain price, $27,898. Now, what do you think? You think that's just their price. The MSRP is $32, and they're selling it for $28 because they're good guys, because they want to sell it, because they want to get your money from you. That's why they're knocking it down, that price. Then $2,000 Kia customer cash, which I know we were eligible for, because we wound up getting that when we wound up buying one for the sale price of $25,898. So my only question was, were we eligible for the Kia customer cash? Because I didn't know at the time, but I thought we were. And I was expecting to pay $26,000. So I gave them a call. Now, look again here. $25,898. Now, I called and I talked to a lady. I thought it was a salesman, but she wound up being the internet manager or something. And she said, well, you may not be eligible for that Crain price. And I told her, I say, see, this is so irritating to people that you look at a dealer's website and it's not the true price. Sir, it is the true price. You just may not be eligible. And I said, okay, fine. Find out if I'm eligible and then call me back. So she said, I'll get you a price and I'll turn it over to a salesman. Okay. And the salesman actually texted me. And here's the first part of the text. Well, I left off the first part. He just said, hey, when you going to come test drive this Soul? And I text back and said, well, I can't. I'm in Jonesboro. I'm not coming down there to test drive. I'm coming down there to buy it. You're too far away. You're about an hour and a half away. I'm not coming down there to test drive. And then I said right here, I need to know the price. Evidently, the price on the internet may not be the price. He said, all right, I understand. So our online price is with all the possible discounts that we offer, assuming the customer qualifies. So a few questions for you to see the best price I can get you. Do you have a vehicle that you will be trading in? I explained all this to Lindsay. She was supposed to figure out the price and then turn it over to a salesman. No trade-in, probably $4,000 to $6,000 down, and close to 800 credit score, maybe over 800. All right, you just spoke with her. All right, just spoke with her. Have you owned a Kia before? I said no. Then the salesman asked, all right, and have you purchased any vehicle, new or used, from our dealership before? I said no. Does that matter on price? By this time, I knew what was going on. I knew I was not going to be eligible. No way, no how. because I knew that by now they were they lied about their price. All right. Then he said, when I asked, does that matter? Yes, sir. Those things are all the discounts offered to get down to the lowest online price. The best price I can offer you will be the list price, less the Kia customer cash, since you will be financing through Kia with the best rates, having 800 credit score, which will be $30,301 plus our service and handling dock fee of $129, which will bring bottom dollar price to $30,430 biggins. Then the last part of our text. No thanks. Thanks for your time. What would it take to earn your business? We could possibly meet in the middle somewhere. And I said, you should add a disclaimer that says possible Crain price, not Crain price. That makes it sound like it's on sale at your dealership. And when I sent that one, when I was typing it, it's when the question popped up, maybe we can meet in the middle. So that's when I added, he said, what can we do? I said, nothing. I will not buy a car from y'all now or in the future. Your pricing is misleading. And then I put a screenshot of the price. And he put, there is a disclaimer at the bottom of the page, you goofy bastard. That's what he might as well have said. He was straight, he thought I was an idiot. He said, there's a disclaimer at the bottom of the page. And at that point, I said, goodbye. And then I unsubscribed so he couldn't send me another one. And I wish I had noticed this because I would have brought it up. But here is the sticker price on their website. And I looked at it to look at all the features. You see at the top in the red heading says manufacturer suggested retail price. I didn't even look at that because I was looking at the features underneath that. Now, look down there at the bottom where it actually tells the price. Look at that. $28,805. That's the MSRP. $28,805. Now, I know dealers sometimes mark them up. Like the year the Prius came out, years ago. My friend bought one. He had to go all the way to Florida and still had to pay about $2,000 above MSRP. But this isn't like that. This is just a Kia. That's all it is. It's just a Kia. $28,805. So after looking at that, $28,805, let's go back and look again at what they listed. Instead of $28,805, they put $32,301 as the list price. They didn't put MSRP, so I guess it's not misleading technically, but to me it is. To me, an average Joe sees list price, they think that's MSRP, and so they should. I mean, my gosh. And then Crain price, because we're special, we're selling it cheap. Okay, so they have a list price 32 and the Crain price, which is a bunch of BS, start at 27. And they wanted me to pay, before their dock fee, $30,301. So they wanted me to pay about how much did I say again? $28,800. Let me go back and look. I done forgot. $28,800, that's $1,200. Yeah, they wanted me to pay $1,500 above sticker price. Basically, is what they wanted me to do. So, I found one. I did some more searching, found one at, that race car driver, Mark Martin Kia in Batesville, Arkansas. And I called him. And, on their internet, I wish I had saved a screenshot, but I didn't. I can't remember what it said. But it said high 28s, I think it was. I think it's what it said. High 28s was the price. And they said 2,000 Kia cash and brought it down to the high 26s, like 26.8. So I called the guy and I said, hey, I need to find out if I'm eligible for the Mark Martin price. You ever advertised on there, Mark Martin price? I need to know if I'm eligible. He said, if you have money, you're eligible. I'm like, really? He goes, yep. I said, don't matter if I've done trades with you before or anything. He goes, nope, if you got money, you're eligible. And I asked him, I said, well, hey, I'm not going to tell you what he said, but I did call another Kia dealer. I called another Kia dealer, which I'm not going to mention. And I told him what Crain of Conway said. He said the same thing. He said, yeah, you eligible? Everybody's eligible. I said, well, Crain of Conway said that I'm not eligible. And they want me to pay over $30,000 for this car. And he said, that's because Crain of Conway are a bunch of liars. That's exactly what he said. Crain of Conway are a bunch of liars. That's what this dealer said. So now back to Mark Martin. They didn't tell me that. Mark Martin, look at this. $29,635 is the sticker price of the car we wound up buying. And we got it for, my wife's got the paperwork in the car and she's at work, but I think it's 26.8, 26.7, something like that. So take 2,000 off 29,635, and that's 27,635. We even paid below that. So we wound up getting this car almost $4,000 cheaper than the one in Conway at Crain. And look at the options. Look at the options that these have. Look in the lower right hand corner, it says additional installed equipment. Right there, cargo tray $95 and puddle lights. Puddle lights are awesome, $275, and mud guards $115. See that? Now let's look at the look at Crain and see what they were offering. They were offering nothing but carpeted floor mats. So the same car except white instead of gray, and for $4,000 less, almost $4,000 less, also got cargo tray, mud guards, and puddle lights. But the worst part is, Crain Kia, man, like I told the guy, I will never buy a car from them. Now, will they feel the pain? No, because I probably would have never bought a car from them anyway. But you never know, because I would have bought this one. Matter of fact, if he, because Cavanaugh of Jonesboro said they would find me one, but it was going to be about, mid 27s. Mark Martin was about $800, $900 cheaper than Cavanaugh here in Jonesboro. $800 or $900. If Crain would just told me the price that Cavanaugh told me, mid 27s, as long as they advertised that. They couldn't have told me once I saw that lower price. But if they would have advertised, honestly, mid 27s, I would have bought the car from them. I would have. But no, they had to be scummy. They had to be scummy. So I will never, ever even look at their website. They are done. They are finished. They will never get a penny of my money. Ever. Again, they won't feel the pain. They won't even know. It won't even matter to them. But I'm not the only person that feels that way. I guarantee there are others that feel the same way. And that's where you start feeling the pain. But unless you're just stupid. It could be they're just that dumb. And they have no idea how to run a business. Well, evidently they do. They're not bankrupt. Y'all want to shop there, you shop there. But I ain't doing it. Screw them. Okay, that's my thoughts on Crain Kia of Conway. By the way, I really appreciate Mark Martin Kia of Batesville. Man, they were everything that a salesman ought to be. Now, I didn't give them much of a chance to do anything bad because I didn't haggle with them. I just took the car. But still, they treated me really well, and I really do appreciate that. Go see Ken Wilson. That's the guy that sold me the car. He's a very nice guy. You know what he did? Ken Wilson even punched in my home address into the GPS before I got there just to help me out. Because he knew it being a new car, I wouldn't know how to work the GPS. He had all set up and ready to go because Batesville is only about 60 miles away, but it's a weird road. It takes about an hour and 20 minutes, an hour and a half to get there. So he sure did, and he showed me all the features of the car. He was just such a nice guy. Ken Wilson at Mark Martin Kia. You have a great day. If you know anybody who works there, send them a link to this. I don't give a crap if they see it. Don't bother me one lick. They need to see it. If a matter of fact, if you want to, you can call that number and tell them, say, hey, I'm interested in that car, and see if you qualify for that discount. Just to see what they'll say. Evidently you got to have bought a car from them. You had to scratch your left cheek when you're in the shower at least twice in the last week. Who knows what kind of hoops you had to jump through to get that car. All right, y'all have a great day, okay? And by the way, this Kia is nice, real nice. The biggest problem I have with it is it doesn't plug in, but it's a nice car.